Before the season begins, I'm going to go through some of the relationships that were in place before the game began that might be useful to know. First up, after some last-minute switches, we ended up with 5 players from the recent season Survivor Freaky Forest: Skylar, Dylan, Christian, Maddie, and Thomas. Thomas was a pre-merge boot. Thomas was eliminated after a tribe swap when Dylan decided to side with Christian's Yellow Tribe Alliance. Christian aligned with Skylar on their original Yellow Tribe. Dylan was with them as Skylar's best friend and as Christian's new ally. Maddie was painted as a threat from early on in the merge and never got to interact with these 3 very much throughout the season. She was eliminated in 9th place. Though it should be noted that Maddie was on an initial tribe with Thomas and she was part of a blindside against his alliance. Toward the end of the game, Christian chose his other allies above Skylar and Dylan, and they went home in 7th and 6th place. Christian was eliminated right after, in 5th place. These 3 have proven that they can work well together, but they've also shown that they're capable of betraying each other. Just know that these 3 have a complicated history. So now let's talk about the couple. Trey and Lauren are dating, that's just something to know. They don't plan on letting the other house guests know. Ani knows Trey because she's good friends with his sister. These 3 are closer than they appear, and they plan on keeping their relationship secret within the house. Will the other players figure out what they're doing? We'll find out soon. The last major group of players who knew each other going into the game was the group from LSU. That's Elise, Zach, and Natalie. They know each other relatively well through campus ministry through Christ the King. They're likely to gravitate toward each other. Also, another important thing to note is that we have Elise and Elise. The players tended to differentiate between the two by stressing the in Elise and E in Elise. So those are all the major relationships to know before you start watching Big Brother 14. Anyone else either didn't know anyone before they played or only knew people vaguely and it didn't really affect the outcome of the gameplay. It's a great season. The game only gets more and more intense all the way to the finish line. Stay tuned.